Hi there, I want to talk about a Marvel trade. It is the Fantastic Four life story. This is a book I read in single issues, but it's now come out in trade. Got it in digital format, so I haven't got one to wave around for you here. It's by Mark Russell. Much like the Spider-Man life story, this starts in the 60s, and every issue is another decade, and it follows the Fantastic Four. You get this wonderful story that has ups and a lot of downs, as you see Reed's obsession with Galactus and stopping Galactus from destroying the Earth break down his relationships in his family, friends, with his children, and also cause him to make some great big slip-ups in other areas as well, all with this single-minded pursuit of stopping Galactus. You get all your characters in there: Doctor Doom, Mad Thinker, Silver Surfer, Namor. I won't say too much about what happens with that, but it's totally worth checking out. We'll have a little flip through and have a look at it, but I won't say too much about it because I don't want to ruin a lot of the twists and turns that it takes. So in this story you have Reed, who has a encounter with Galactus and it terrifies him to his core, and this whole story is about him trying to stop Galactus, but it is at the cost of his family and friends. And you see all these other characters come in. So in the 60s you see him try and go back to Galactus, trying to dissuade him from coming through, but at the same time Ben's found a cure for himself. That cure is taken away, and if Reed had done nothing, then maybe that cure would have stayed. But they're hailed as sort of heroes. The Mad Thinker gets involved, and slowly but surely you see chips at their marriage and relationships come along, and you see Women's Lib get in there as well. You see Namor try and woo Sue. Doctor Doom is brought in a fun way that I wasn't expecting, and you just get these other interactions with the Marvel Universe, and it's just a great book. I'm not going to go too far into it because it will spoil a lot of the surprises, and it's not the longest book in the world, but totally worth checking out. So look, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed having a look at that book, and hopefully it raised to your attention. It's a book that seemed to just come and go. It wasn't a lot of fanfare for it. It wasn't a lot of people talking about it online in the press or anything like that. I feel it's a real shame. Mark Russell is an incredibly talented writer. If you've read his Flintstones run, it's great. If you haven't, go read his Flintstones run. It's a fantastic book. It's like the Flintstones you never imagined. Really good satirical take on society, particularly American culture. Hopefully this gets collected in a sort of, I don't know, it's not Elseworld, not What If, is it? But they do other, let's say it gets collected in a book with other life stories. So you've got Spider-Man at the moment, you've got Fantastic Four. I would imagine they would do Iron Man. I would like it if they did a Hulk one. I think that would be great, seeing how Bruce Banner's life changed. Let's say he's a scientist in his 20s and he has his accident, and then you go through the years with him as the Hulk, and how it could ruin his life, how he could become Maestro, or how he could end up dying. I don't know. But I just think the Hulk would be a good one to do. I think Iron Man's the obvious one to do, but I think Hulk would be the better one to do. But they could do all of them. They could do Thor. You know, there's all of these different characters. You could do Captain America, to be honest. How you could see how he comes out with all his values, and they could get eroded over time. You know, you could start with the 20s, then suddenly it jumps to the 60s when he first gets thawed out. Then 70s, 80s, 90s, and how he just sort of loses touch with the world and wishes back at the 20s again. I don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy this book, and I hope if it was something you weren't aware of, give us a thumbs up. It does help. Let me know that it's worth doing these. Thank you.